What is going on, you beautiful people? Thank you so much for stopping by my channel, and let's just speculate a little bit about this year's HHN. So as you guys know, this is around the time that we start getting teasers. This is around the time that speculation really starts to heat up, and we're no different here on our channel, so it's time to speculate. In this video, we're not going to be breaking down the speculation map for 2024, but we definitely will be doing that in a future video. No, for this video instead, I want to find the evidence that we have in the parks right now and that we have posted and the things that we have confirmed in order to see and try to guarantee what we can see at our next HHN this year. Now let's start with something incredibly curious, and that's with a new display in the Hollywood gift shop in Universal Studios Orlando, which shows these things here. Now for those of you who regularly attend Universal Studios, you know that this area is not exactly new to having the Universal monsters or any sort of horror merchandise, but this new display is new and it has a bunch of hidden details here that we're going to take a look at right now. Let's start with this peculiar graffiti design that we can find around the display. Now I'm not too sure what this points towards, but it does have an interesting aesthetic to it. Here we see the year for the actual 2024 HHN, but this little graffiti aesthetic kind of gives me maybe a 70s or 80s kind of vibe, so maybe we can expect that. Speaking of 80s, we do have a few rumors circulating around a house based around the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, so we might get lucky enough to see Freddy Krueger this year at our HHN. Now me personally, I'm a huge fan of 80s horror, so I would really love to see the return of Freddy Krueger to our Halloween Horror Nights. Now as we continue to analyze the images, we take notice that the mannequin here is wearing a Creature from the Black Lagoon shirt, which isn't out of the ordinary, but to see this here on a display that's trying to tease HHN is quite curious. Now when looking more closely, we can see that the mannequins are actually adorned with chains around them. This might also be an actual reference to the Creature from the Black Lagoon. Now all these pictures do kind of point towards the creature maybe making an appearance in HHN, but I have one photo to show you here which kind of makes it undoubtedly true. Now here we have a little chair for the creature, which is kind of a chair that you would see maybe in like a movie filming kind of production area, and this wouldn't be out of the ordinary if we didn't already see that this was originally occupied by the Wolfman. So for it to be changed over now to the Creature from the Black Lagoon, that leaves very little to the imagination. So while this might be a little wrong, and I might be kind of completely missing the point here, I do think that this might be a little teaser hinting towards the Creature of the Black Lagoon getting his own house in this upcoming HHN, which for me would be absolutely incredible because the Creature from the Black Lagoon is a horror movie that me and my father have bonded over because it's his favorite Universal monster, and because of that me and him have been able to bond over our love for horror and our love for this movie. So it would really mean a lot to me personally if we really get a house for the Creature of the Black Lagoon at this HHN. Now while this is incredibly exciting and gets us really speculating, we do have other news that's kind of pointing towards something else spooky coming to Universal, even if it's not going to be for HHN, and that is a potential tribute store for Ghostbusters this year. Now for those of you who are Ghostbuster fans like me, you know that this year is the 40th anniversary for Ghostbusters, so what better time than now to put up a tribute store in Universal Studios? Now Universal Studios is known to put up really fun tribute stores like the Mardi Gras one that we have right now, and in the past we've seen them cross over with IPs even though they're ones that they own, like Jurassic Park getting its own tribute store in the past. Of course, during HHN we also get a Halloween tribute store, and that's always fun to see. But so far we've seen that there might be potential evidence for a Ghostbusters tribute store coming either this summer or during the fall. Now recently it's been uncovered by going through some of Universal's recent purchases that they've purchased a Cadillac. And of course, us Ghostbusters fans are automatically going towards this Ecto-1 being the Cadillac that they might try to furnish up and make look like an Ecto-1 to put in a tribute store. Now to be fair, this is the only evidence that we have pointing towards Ghostbusters making a return to Universal Studios, and it might be possible that this Ecto-1 might not be for the tribute store, but for its own return to HHN, which would be incredibly exciting. Those of you who know, HHN has previously hosted a Ghostbusters haunted house in the past, and it was met with really great reviews. The return of Ghostbusters to Halloween Horror Nights might not be that far-fetched, especially with this year being the 40th anniversary, and with two new films coming out, that being Ghostbusters Afterlife and the newest ones, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Right now is a really exciting time to be a Halloween Horror Nights fan, knowing that construction is underway for the actual HHN houses now. So what do you guys think about my speculation? Do you think the Creature from the Black Lagoon really is coming? Do you think we can see a return of the Ghostbusters, whether that be in a tribute store form or maybe its own haunted house this year at HHN? please let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys are just as excited as I am. Please look forward to some more videos coming out, especially that one breaking down this year's speculation map. And thank you guys so much for giving me your time. I really appreciate you guys being here. I love you all and have a great day.